No, hi everybody. Every time. I do it every time and start too early and Drew's shaking his head at me. He's going to have to start giving me a countdown, isn't he? All right, don't. How are you all? So, happy Tuesday. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here. It's scorchio hot. Sun is beautiful in blue, and I'd really rather be sat in it like that, basting, than doing all the orders we've got coming through. My God, you girls are spending at the moment. You're taking advantage of that website offer, I think. So before we're going to do some crochet today, I'm going to show you some crochet bunting. But before we do that, there's a couple of things I want to go through. We found a handful of panels in the bottom of a box, which we'd forgotten we had. So I'm going to show you them, but they're going to go. I'm going to pop them onto the clearance section on the website. So there's only like 3 or 4 of each, so there's not many of them. But I thought didn't realise we had any of these left. They've been buried in a box, so I thought I'd show you them and let you know that they're going onto the website. So we've got this really lovely dinosaur one. Okay, which looks like that. Okay, which is really nice and big. It would be brilliant for the centre of the quilt, and then just pop some borders on, particularly if you've got a toddler or a little one that likes dinosaurs. So we've got about 3, I think, of those. But like I said, I will put them all onto the website. And just thought I'd give you a quick look. We found some of the dogs, which the doggone it fabric is on our website. But we actually found a couple more of the panels, which we didn't have. We didn't think we had any of. But we found a couple of these. Okay, so that's the doggone it panel. Okay, like that. Hopefully you can see these. But like I said, I'll take a picture of each of them and pop them on the website this afternoon. And then we found a couple of these ones. Now all the panels were all £10, but they're going to go into the clearance section. Okay, so they're going to be £6 each. Just because I've only got a couple left of them, and we are trying to sort out the shop ready for reopening, which is the second thing I'm going to go through in a moment. Okay, and then we've got a couple of this lovely bee panel. Okay, which I just think is really, hopefully Drew can get this. Really, really lovely. Okay, so just to let you know, those are going to go into the sales section this afternoon, well, late afternoon, early evening. I'll get those on, so they will be there. Okay, just because I found them in a box and we were like, oh, I knew we had a few more somewhere, couldn't find them. We found them, trying to have to clear up. Hi, is everybody there? Who's there?
So we got Linda Head, Suzanne.
Hi Linda.
Sean.
Hi everyone.
Heather, Grace, Catherine.
Hi
Kate.
Susie. Hi Heather. Hi Grace. Lovely. Hi Catherine. Brilliant. So just before we start the crochet, you might have seen there's a post gone up on our Facebook page today and on Instagram as well about our reopening. So I thought I'd just talk you through exactly how all that is going to happen. So this week, so obviously from yesterday through till Saturday, I've got my laptop, so I remembered to tell you everything. Everything is going to stay as it has been the last few weeks. So you can do website orders, you can do phone orders. We're still doing deliveries and stuff, but the shop isn't actually open. And then from Monday, so this is that coming Monday, the 29th, we're going to have to put postage back onto the website. So we're only going to put it back on at £1.50. Instead of the usual sort of £3 something. So we're going to keep the postage low, but we're also going to offer click and collect. So if you are within drivable distance of us, you can order on the website and you can choose the click and collect option, which means obviously there's no postage charges, but you would have to come and get that from the shop. Okay, if you're worried about between 10 and 12, you can click and collect between 10 and 12. Okay, if you're worried at all about coming into the shop, if you call us or wave at us through the window and you want to stay in your car, we'll deliver it to your car and we can pop it straight into your boot or something for you. Okay, if you want to, if you don't want to come into the shop. If you are still shielding and you have a letter to say you're shielding, we may still be able to deliver. Okay, just call us before you order. Okay, if you want it delivered. We will see what we can work, but obviously because we're going to have to be in the shop more, that's reducing our time to be able to get out doing deliveries. But we will still try and deliver if you're shielding. Okay, but just call us before you order, okay, just to check with that. When we, you know, if you want something the same day or the following day, we might not be able to get it to you that quickly if you want it delivered. So so just call us for that one. And then from Monday the 6th of July, we are going to be open. The shops are going to be back open. We're going to be open Monday to Friday, and we're going to be open 10 till 3. Okay, we will have social distancing measures in place. We won't allow more than 2 people in the shop at any one time. We're going to be like removing the armchairs and tables and chairs in the shop, because we're going to need to put out some markings and stuff. And we do ask that if you do come and see us, you keep your visits to sort of 15 minutes ish, okay? So obviously, you know, with a biller, you'll all want to come and see us. And there might be, you know, we don't want there to be a lot of a queue or people being many people in the shop. There'll be floor markings for where you need to be able to stand to pay and stuff. We ask if you have got a mask, if you want to wear it, that's advisable. Obviously, you're protecting yourself as well as protecting anyone else that's in the shop and protecting us. We do ask that you take gloves off. If you want to wear gloves while you're out and about, that's fine, but following the guidelines. Obviously, if you've been to another shop and you've touched something and then you come in and you touch the fabric with the same gloves on, you can transfer. So we ask that no gloves be worn in the shop. You take them off before you come in, and then you can put them back on when you leave. There will be hand sanitizer galore. There'll be some at the door as you come in. There'll be some on the counter for when you pay and everything. And Sarah and I will be cleaning regularly, within an inch of our lives, the shop in between people. Okay, so that'll be 10 till 3, Monday to Friday, with the social distancing in place. Hopefully that all makes sense. The deliveries we will have to stop deliveries unless there's absolutely exceptional circumstances from the 6th of July. Okay, just because it means, you know, Sarah, there's only the 2 of us. I mean, obviously there's Sian, but Sian's in Margate, and she does loads for us, but she's not physically here in the shop. So it's only me and Sarah, and I'm sure Lindy Lou will be giving us a hand as well. But it's only really the 2 of us, so we won't be able to go out and do those deliveries from the 6th of July, unless I said there's real exceptional circumstances. So hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully I went right through it all. There is a full statement on our Facebook page though, so if you want to recap any of that, or if I've missed anything, I don't think I have, might have, but I don't think I have, then that's on our Facebook page. Okay, so who's anyone else coming online? How's everybody doing?
We've got Linda Tomlinson, we've got Tina.
Hi guys.
Carrie.
Lovely.
Mayflowers.
Hi.
Marion.
Fab.
J-Man.
Lovely. Fabulous. So yeah, hopefully all that made sense and you're all okay with all of that. Right, I've got my laptop today because I've got to print out the pattern, so I'm having to read it off my laptop. We're going to be, let me just open that up so I've got it on the right page. There we go. Right, so today we're going to be making some crochet bunting. So Drew, hold that end there for me. Okay, so I did this a little while ago. Okay, so I've got some crochet bunting like this. Okay, it's a brilliant way of using up all those like little bits and pieces of wool that you've got left over, you know, and I think it would actually look really beautiful in a, you know, in your sewing room or a baby's room, or you could even do it out in the garden. I know it might rain, but it'll dry out, won't it? You know, it'd be pretty to do that. And I thought it's a quite nice little pattern as well, and it's got a few more sort of different steps to it, so it was a nice way of introducing you to some different styles of stitches. I've put little tassels on the end, and I have these big silver beads, so I put some of those on as well, just to you know, make it a bit pretty. You could put some ribbons. You could put loads of ribbons and stuff on the end, or, you know, some like, you know, pretty glass beads, and also they'd catch the light. Anything at all really. So I'm going to take you through the pattern. The pattern came from a Molly Makes magazine ages and ages ago. I have got a copy of it which I can email. Obviously, again, it's not my pattern, so I can't download. I can't charge you or anything for it because it's, you know, it's not my pattern. But I will actually put it onto our Facebook page if anybody wants it, or you can email and I can send you the pattern. Okay, it came out of a magazine that somebody dropped off in the shop, and I thought, oh, that's pretty, that's quite cute. So I did a little pink one last night just to familiarise myself with the pattern again, because I hadn't done it for a little while. So I've done a little pink one. I'm going to do one in the green. I'm using a double knit, just some oddments of double knit. I'm using a 4mm hook because that's what we need for double knit. So I'm just going to close the front room door because the boys are up and down here. There we go. Get that closed, otherwise the dog comes in pattering around and you can hear all the kids and everything. So before we start, any comments or anything there? Everybody all right?
Sharon said the 1pms will keep going.
Oh, yes.
Foreseeable future.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes. So while we can't do classes, we will still continue with these 1pms. We're not going to do a Saturday. We're just going to do Monday to Friday from the 6th of July. We'll do Monday to Friday on the 1pms. It gives me and Sarah a day off, which we haven't had for weeks in the week. But it also gives me some time to prep classes and things and stuff as well. So the 1pms will go down to just Monday to Friday from the 6th of July. But so you still got to put up with us 5 days a week. You just lose Saturdays. You have to re-watch old ones for Saturday. Okay, so I've got a little slip knot on. Let's get started on this crochet. I've got a little slip knot on the hook, and I'm going to start by chaining 5. Okay, so I'm going to wrap, pull through, wrap, pull through. So that's 2, wrap, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then I'm going to insert the hook back into this first chain down here and slip stitch it to make a little circle. Okay, like that. There we go. So you can see I've got a little circle with a hole here, which is what I'm going to be working into. Okay, so the first round is I'm going to chain 1. Doesn't count as a stitch, it's just to get my height. And then I'm going to put 12 double crochets into this ring. Okay, so let's get the tail out of the way. So I'm going to insert the hook into the ring, pull up my yarn, wrap, and through both on my hooks. There's my first double. So 1 in, pull up. There's 2 in, pull up, wrap through 2. So that's 3 and 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, nearly there, 11 and 12. Okay, so I've now got 12 double crochets in that centre ring. And then, my laptop's going to keep annoying me because it's going to keep trying to turn itself off.
Sandra, have you put the fabric you used on yesterday on the website?
I haven't. That's also on my list for today, lovely. The knitting fabric will go on this afternoon as well. We had absolutely loads to do yesterday and I didn't get round to that, but I will get that on ASAP. I will get that on today, I promise. So we're going to slip stitch now into the top of that first double crochet there. Okay, so slip stitch through, don't wrap and pull it all the way through. So you've got a little like donut shape. Okay, so round 2. I'm going to chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, which seems really long, but this is going to act as a treble and a chain space. Okay, which I'll show you when we get round to the end. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put a treble into the next stitch round. Okay, so I'm going to put a treble into here like this. So there we go. So I should have shown you the treble, shouldn't I? So wrap into the next stitch there, pull up, through 2, through 2, and then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm making like these little bridgey bits, and so I'm going to put a treble into the next one, so into that next stitch, and pop a treble. Ooh, I'm making a right mess. Drew, could you come this way just a weeny bit? Is that all right? If we move the light this way, it's all right. I'm so stretched with my arms. There we go. Is that?
What, closer to you? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm better now at that level. Is that, are you right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It's all right. I was so far stretched towards him, I was actually having trouble seeing what I was doing. There we go. So there's my treble, and then chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then you're going to do that all the way around. So I'm going to treble into this stitch, the next stitch along, like that, and chain 2, 1, 2. So this is nice and easy at this point. Literally, it's a treble into every one of those 12 double crochets with a chain 2 in between. So there's my next one, and I'm just working my way around that center ring, putting a treble into each one with 2 chains in between. Okay, so while I'm doing this, anybody there, anybody having a chat, anybody got any questions?
Sandra says thank you.
That's all right.
Linda Toller says brilliant, I really enjoy the 1pms.
Oh, good.
Carolyn says me too.
Yeah, we will continue them while we haven't got like classes and all in the shop, yeah, which could be months, frankly. We will continue doing them so that we keep in touch with you, all you guys. Okay, so but like I said, we're just going to drop the Saturday just to give Sarah and I a little bit of breathing space with the shop being open sort of during the day, because we still need, you know, time for sample making and getting ready for a chanda and all sorts of things. So okay, so there we go, nearly there. So let me just check. So I've got 1, because my chain axe is 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in this last stitch here, 12, there we go. I'm going to put 1 in there and chain 2. Okay, now this initial chain 5 here, okay, 3 of the chains act as the treble, and then 2 chains act as these little spacey bits. So I want to join into the 3rd chain up, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to join into, so 1, 2, 3, I'm going to join into that stitch there. So I'm going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain up. Okay, oh come on, doesn't want to go, there we go, slip stitch into there. All right, so you end up with like a little lacy bridge bit round that circle. Okay, right, the next row is a little bit different to what you've done before, okay, and does require you to concentrate a weeny bit. Okay, it's very easy once you've done the first couple, but I just want you to, it's slightly different to what we would normally do. Okay, so we're going to be making some cluster stitches, but the first thing we want to do is get over to this first chain 2 space. So what I mean by that is you've got the chain 2 here, it's the space underneath. That's what they mean when they say a chain 1 or a chain 2 or a chain 3 space. So I'm going to slip stitch along and just move the yarn over to that chain 2 space. Okay, so can you see my yarn is now in that space? Okay, once I'm over there, we're going to be doing some cluster stitches, but they're cluster stitches with a bit of difference because they're worked over these stitches here. Okay, so it might seem a little confusing to start with. So I'm going to start with a chain 2, okay, and that acts as my first treble. I'm then going to put a treble into this stitch, but I'm not going to finish it. So a bit like when we did the bobble stitch, so I'm going to pull up, so I've got 3, and then I'm going to just go through the first 2 and pretend like I've finished. So I've technically, so the chain is technically a treble, okay, so I've technically got 2 in that chain 2 space there. I'm then going to put another one into the stitch here on that little leg, okay, so I'm going to put 1 in there again, and I'm not going to finish it, I'm just going to do that and finish it at the first stage. So I've now got 3 in my hook, and now I want to put 2 into the next chain 2 space along. So round, pick up, and through 2 only, round, pick up, through 2 only. Okay, so I've now got 6 stitches on my hook. 1, 2, no I haven't, I've got 3. What's gone wrong there? No, that's right, sorry. And now we're going to wrap the yarn and we're going to go through all of them on my hook, like that. Okay? I now want to chain 2. So 1, 2. Okay? I'm going to put 2 trebles, so I'm going to repeat that. We're going to repeat that all the way around, but I'm going to go through it a few times for you, okay? So this chain 2 space here, so I've already got 2 in it from the previous one. I'm going to put another 2 into here, but not finish. So round, pull up, through 2. Round, pull up through 2 only. Okay, I'm now going to go into the leg of this stitch, so round, pull up through 2, and then I'm going to put 2 in the next chain 2 space. So what we're doing is we're doing a cluster round these little legs here. Okay, I'm hoping that this makes sense. And then I'm going to put 2 in the next chain 2 space along, but I'm not only doing half the stitch. Okay, ooh, come on, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to pull through all the stitches. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2. I'm going to do that again. All right, so 2 into this bit that we've already gone into, 1 into the leg there, and then 2 into this one. So we're going to go 1, not finish it, 2, not finish it, into the leg, which is my 3, don't finish it, and then 2 into this chain space here. So that's 4 and 5. Okay, and then we're going to go through all the stitches on the hook and then chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, and these you'll see in a minute once we start. I don't know if you can see on this one. This is the bit row we're doing here. We're doing this bit here. Okay, and they kind of sit over the legs of the previous round. All right. So I'm going to keep going round. I'll do it once more slowly for you, and then I'll whip round so I can show you the next round. Okay, so 2 into the one that we've already been into. So 1, 2, 1 into the leg stitch, 3, and then 2 into the next ones across, 4 and 5. Okay, and then through all of them on the hook. There we go, didn't want to go then. And then chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to carry on working my way round until I get towards the end and then show you the end. Okay, so I'll keep the camera on it so you can see, but I'm going to work a bit faster to get round. Okay, any questions there, guys, while I'm doing this?
Carol said, "Hi Sarah, I love your pattern. Is it possible you can email me the instructions?"
Yeah, if you can just drop me, it's easier if you can drop me an email, please, honey, to the shop at White Gecko Events email, and then I can reply to it. They don't tend to go into the junk folder if I can reply to an email. Okay, so if you could just drop us a quick email and then I can reply. Okay, so any other questions there?
Linda says it looks pretty.
It is really pretty little pattern, actually. Really pretty pattern. This little cluster is slightly different to anything we've done before. Bit like a bobble stitch, but it's odd that it's worked across several spaces. But sorry, this is quite a long little bit, so please do ask me questions and talk to me, because I can't do the next row without doing this row, so I've got to go all the way round for you. Okay, there we go. Anybody else there?
Carol says thank you.
That's all right, lovely. Yeah, just drop us an email and I'll send it over for you. Okay.
It was quite quiet today.
They're all a bit quiet today. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to you about my wallpaper then. So I've chosen my wallpaper out of all the different samples. I have actually chosen one I like now. And it wasn't the really, really expensive one, because I went onto a site called Wallpaper Direct, which they've got like Versace wallpaper and all sorts. I mean, they have papers that are like 20, 30 quid a roll, and then they have like wallpapers which some of the ones I was looking at, they were £197 for one roll of paper, and I was like, holy moly, that is ridiculous for wallpaper. So yeah, he said I couldn't have those, surprisingly. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't pay. I don't think I could ever justify that for wallpaper. Maybe if I won the lottery or something. But yeah, there ones on there that were like, well over £200. Some of them for wallpapers, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I'm going to order that this afternoon, and hopefully I'll get my haul done. Mind you, the weather's supposed to be really nice this weekend, isn't it? He's going to want to go fishing rather than doing the wallpapering.
Yeah, Suzanne said, can I check the size of your hook, please?
I'm using a 4mm hook. which because I'm using double knit. Okay, so just use whatever hook you would use for the wool that you're using, because you don't have to do this in double knit. You could do it in chunky or 4-ply, whatever you've got. You could mix and match them, couldn't you? So just use whatever hook for the size wool that you're using. Okay, so I'll just get nearly to the end then. Okay, like that. 1, 2 in between, and then we're just on my last one. So that's the start point there, which was the chain and the first treble in this one. So I'm just going to work another one through this, but I've already got my 2 here, so I don't need to add an extra 2 in the second chain space. So what I mean by that is I'm going to put 2 into this one, so 1, 2, 1 into the center stitch, that the center leg there. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want to come through. What's it caught on? There we go. No, I've split wool. Hang on. Come on. In that stitch, you. Go in there. There we go. Got it. It didn't want to work. Okay. Oh, I do need to put them in there. Ignore that. I need to put them in there. Do. And then I'm going to put 2 into there. Sorry, I was thinking about joining. 2 into there, like that. Okay, so there's my last one. Okay, all the way through like that, chain 2, and then you're going to join into that chain that you started with there, okay, which is up there, and we're going to slip stitch to join it. Okay, so does look a little bit funny shaped at the moment, but when you next start putting the next bits on, it will. Oh, hang on, I just got to get this pattern back. I just managed to lose it. Come on.
Natalie says, I keep watching the crochet sections, hoping it will make sense and I can learn how to do it, but it's not sinking in. I think my brain isn't made for crochet. I think I stick to sewing. Some people get it, some people don't, lovely, but it's perseverance. Go back and have a look at our intro to crochet session. Take you right back to the beginning, and then it's just practice. Okay, go back to like granny square ones and get those stitches. Okay, right, so now I've done all that. What I want to do is I need to slip stitch right the way along into one of these chain 2 spaces over here. Okay, so I'm just going to slip stitch along to move the yarn over. This yarn is really splitty today. So I'm in that one, so in that one there. So I'm slip stitching along like that and into that chain 2 space there. Okay, like that. I'm now going to chain 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put 2 more trebles because this is acting as a treble, so I'm going to do 2 more trebles into that group there, and this is where we turn it into like the bunting shape. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 into there, so I've got the chain and 2 trebles in that space. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 1 just a space, and in this next space here I'm going to put 3 half trebles. So I'm going to wrap in, pull up, wrap, and then pull through all 3. Okay, so that's my half treble. So wrap in, pull up, and pull through all 3, wrap in, pull up, and pull through all 3. Okay, so I've got 3 trebles in that one, and I've got 3 half trebles in that one. In the next one along, oh, chain 1, always chain 1 in between them. In the next one along, I've got 3 trebles. So 3 back to 3 normal trebles. So through 2, through 2, through 2, through 2, and then again through 2, through 2. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 1. And then in my next one here, okay, I'm going to put a corner. All right, so I've got, just to recap, so I've got my chain and 2 trebles, then I've got 3 trebles in that one, and then I've got 3 trebles in that one, okay, with chain 1s in between. And now this next one here is a corner, and this is where we're going to start to put it into what's the word, into like the bunting shape. Now you want to put 3 double trebles into here. So I've got 1, I'm going to wrap twice, in and pull up, and I'm going to go through 2, and through another 2. okay, and I need another 2 double trebles in there. So wrap twice, in and pull up. I've got 4 on my hook, through 2, through 2, through 2, and do that again. Okay, so any comments there, love, while I'm doing this?
No.
Okay, no?
No. Mary just said at least 1 half trebles. At least one half trebles? I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure without reading the comments, darling. So, right, so I've got 3 double trebles in there, and then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put another 3 double trebles into the same loop. You're looking confused, Groobs. What's up?
As the last one half trebles, I don't understand it.
As the last one. So, oh, right. So this one was trebles. This is half trebles. This is trebles. And these are double trebles. If that's what you meant, lovely. Okay? It's to keep it nice and flat. It's you're bringing the circle. It's the different lengths of the stitches bring the circle up to a flatness. Okay? So I'm doing double trebles on the corner. Go. And then another one in there. Okay, like that. All right, and can you see, hopefully you can see that it started to turn a corner. Okay, so this is going to be flat and this is a corner piece here. We've started to make that circle into the triangle. Okay, we are then going to chain 1, and in the next one we've got 3 trebles. So I've got 1, 2, and 3, like that, and chain 1, and then in the next stitch, come back. My pattern's gone again. Oh, it keeps trying to turn itself off. I think it's half trebles, isn't it? Hang on, sorry, 2 seconds. So I've got to make sure that I remember which way round it is. So yes, it is half trebles. There we go. It's all right. I haven't memorised this pattern, so I have got to follow it along. So I've got half trebles, which is wrap, in, pull up, and then you go through all 3. Okay, so I've got 3 trebles, 3 halves, and then we've got on the next bit. Let me just double check. Sorry, girls, I've lost my bit on the laptop shut down, so I've lost my pattern. Trebles, 3 trebles, 3 half trebles. Yes, there we go. Yeah, and then we're going to do the corner again, and then it's 3 trebles again. I didn't chain 1. Okay, 3 trebles again. So it is the same as the top. I remember now. So it's 3 trebles, 3 half trebles, 3 trebles, and then you do a corner, and then 3 trebles, 3 half trebles, 3 trebles, and then we're going to do another corner down here. So that's double trebles. Okay, down to there, like that, and through 2, through 2, through 2, and again, through 2, through 2, through 2, and again. Here we go, through 2, through 2, through 2, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and pull off some more wool. And then we need to put another 3 double trebles in there. Okay, so down to there, so through 2, through 2, through 2. Any questions there while I'm doing these double trebles?
No.
No?
No.
Are you all just having a little concentrate today, girls? There we go, like that.
I think everyone's in the sun today.
You're all out in the sun today, are you? There we go. Okay, so you can see these are starting to be the corners of my triangle. Okay, so I've chained 1, and then I'm going to put 3 trebles in this next one. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then 3 half trebles. So these are all stitches that I think you've done. Oh, I'm not doing very well today, am I? These are all stitches that you've done before. I think we've touched on all of these before. It's just how you put them together. So I've got half trebles in that one, chain 1, and then we've got 3 trebles in this one. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, like that, and then chain 1, and then I'm going to put another corner. No, I'm not. Why have I got... Oh, yes I am. Yes I am. Sorry. I was like, what have I done there? Done something wrong. That's right. No, that's right. There we go. It didn't look right for a second then. I really thought I'd messed that up. There we go. So there we go. Double trebles into here. So 1. Because there's 3 corners in a triangle in there. There's not 4. I was thinking I can't get another corner in there. I'm not doing squares. I'm doing triangles. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go up into that same stitch there. Okay, like that. 1, 2. I know this is lots of watching me do the same stitches, but I need to do the whole thing to get round to show you guys how to go to the next step. Okay, here we go, like that. All right, so, and then I'm going to slip stitch into this top stitch here. Okay, so I'm going to just into that top stitch there, like that. Push my... I'm really struggling today to get my fingers to work properly. There we go. And slip stitch into there. Okay, and there we've now turned that circle into a triangle. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get the next bit of the pattern up, which I've just managed to close, which was really clever, just to show you the edging. Okay, just so I've got a double check on myself, because like I said, I haven't memorized all of these. I can't do them by by rote, I'm afraid. There we go. Okay, so the last round, okay, it's just a little edging round, and it's going to make it flat on the top and then just give you like this pretty little frilled edge. Okay, so we're going to chain 1 like that. Okay, and then we're going to DC, so double crochet all the way along, and you want to do 15 in total. So that's 1, 2, into that space there is 3, into the next stitch is 4, 5, and then space is 6, and then where am I? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes, there we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11. I've missed one. I must have missed one. Oh, I have missed one. I've missed one there. Just take that back. I've just seen the one I missed. There we go. That one there. Missed a stitch. That one there. There we go. I was going to say that's not going to work out otherwise. And okay. And then my last one, number 15, then will be actually in that corner space. Okay, like that. So I've just straightened off and neatened off that edge. We're then going to chain 1, because we're going around a corner, and put another double crochet in there. And like I said, you can get the pattern off me, so you can, see this all written down and follow it along. It's not promise it's not difficult. You've just got to do it step by step. Okay. You're then going to chain 1 again. Okay. And you're going to miss this stitch here, and we're going to be working into the center stitch of that little cluster. And into that center stitch, you're going to put a treble, 2 chains, 1, 2, and then another treble. Is this all making sense, ladies? Are you all okay with this? I hope you are. Okay, I'm going to chain 1, and then we're going to go into this little gap here, this space here, and we're going to put a double crochet. Okay, like that. So it kind of makes that little lacy picot dit type edge. Okay, chain 1, and then in the middle of the stitches, so not this one, we're going to do that treble again. So treble, and then 2 chains. It's like an elongated V stitch, this one, and a treble, chain 1, and then we're going to pop a DC into there, into the next one along. can you see how that's giving you that like little scalloped edge? Okay, chain 1 and do again into that center one. There we go. So 1, chain 2 and another treble like that, chain 1, and we're going to go down into there like that. Okay, so I'm suddenly aware what the time is. I'm gonna carry on round, and I'm gonna do it a bit quicker. Okay, so talk to me, ladies. Okay, because if I carry on at that pace, we'll still be here at 3 o'clock. All right, so I just need to do it a bit faster just to get you round. But it's a repeat of that pattern. Okay, all the way round until I get back up to this corner here.
And David says yes, love the pattern, and Suzanne said yes, thank you. I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Okay, it's lovely. All right, well, like I said, if anybody wants the pattern, drop me an email and I will send it over to you. But it was, like I said, it was out of a magazine ages ago, so I don't know. Mind you, there's, if you go onto what's the word, Pinterest, there's absolutely loads and loads of different crochet buntings on there. I just quite like this one. I thought it was a bit different, and it was a nice one to show you guys. So tell me what you'd like to see crochet wise. What would you like to see? Is there anything in particular that you've thought, oh, I've never had a go at that? You know, is there something I can help you with? Okay, so I'm just going to check what's on the bottom bit there. Missed out what I'm doing. There we go. That's it. You know, is there something you've always wanted to have a little go at and haven't done? You know, if so, give me a shout. You know, let me know what you want to do.
Louise asked what's the email address.
Oh, it's shop@whitegeckoevents.co.uk. Okay, and don't forget the S off events, because it's a lot of people put event and then we don't get it. It bounces back. Okay, so yeah, shop@whitegeckoevents.co.uk. There we go. So I'm just working my way back up the other side now, doing those sort of elongated V stitches. Anybody else there? Anybody else having a chatter?
Nicholas says thanks, Sarah, lovely pattern. Go back to work now.
Fair enough, my lovely. So yeah, enjoy your afternoon of work. Okay, and in there like that, nearly there.
Maybe do you DC all the way round before doing the scallop?
No, it was just you counted 15 along and then we started doing the scallop, and then we're just going to finish off with a couple of DC. You don't go all the way round. Okay, but like I said, if you drop me an email, I can send you the pattern and you can have the written instructions. Okay, and go into the you're getting hand cramp holding your toy.
Yeah,
done a lot of filming today, mind, haven't you? We've had to do loads of bits today, so nearly there. Sorry girls, this is very dull, just you watching me work away, but I'm trying to do it quickly so I can just show you how to finish the end. Okay, just roll off a little bit more wool and a DC in there, chain 1. Right, I've got one more of these elongated stitches, so 1, chain 2, and then another treble there. Okay, and then chain 1, and then into the corner, so we're going to DC into the corner, chain 1, and then it's another DC into there. Okay, just to sort the corner out, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off. So this is our starting point here, so we just want to DC along the top, so double crochet along the top like that, 2, 3, I think it's one more, 4, there we go, and then slip stitch into the top there. Okay, like that. So you would then just, that's your little bunting. So I would block them, I would pin them out onto some foam or onto the carpet and spray them and block them just to hold them into shape. But that's your little bunting triangles done. Okay, you can then add on tassels if you wanted to. Just make yourself some tassels around some card, tie them off and sew them on. You could do that, or you could add some ribbon or something on the end. But they are a nice little pan. You could make lots of them, I suppose, and sew them together. They would sew together in diamonds, wouldn't they? And they'd make a really, really pretty blanket. A lot of work, mind, but really pretty blanket. But lovely little way of using up
or your you can see the size difference actually, because I did that one on a 3.5 hook last night because I picked up the wrong hook, and not until I was nearly done I realised. Can you see the size difference by using the different hooks? So this was done on a 3.5 and this was done on a 4. So even though it was the same double knit wool, same brand double knit wool, they've come up quite a bit different with the size of hooks. So that's Crochet Bunting. So I know that was a lot of watching me go round and round, but I wanted to be able to show you each step. And like I said, if you drop us an email, I will send you a copy of the pattern. Okay, I'll send you a link to the pattern and stuff. We're back tomorrow with block of the week. And we're going to look at some different types of Dresden plate. We're going to do a block for the isolation quilt. So, as per usual. And then Thursdays on Thursday. So I'll be on Thursday. So, yeah, we will... Oh, and we've got Hochanda Thursday and all sorts. So loads to tell you tomorrow for that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Any other last little questions or anything before we go, love?
Linda Tomlinson says, does the pattern have a diagram as well, written as instructions?
It's written instructions, lovely. It's not, there's no diagram. They don't tend, it's very rare for me to find diagrammed patterns now. They tend to be like European and stuff. You can still get them, but most patterns are written, I'm afraid. Or the ones, certainly the ones I've got and I've seen recently. I haven't got a diagram for it. Sorry.
Dawn asked, what's the email again, please?
It's shop@whitegeckoevents, events.co.uk, and Gecko is Gecko. Okay, if you it should be on our Facebook page. There should be a link there with our email address. Okay, but yeah, so drop us an email and I will I'll send you the pattern over. Okay,
Right, that's it.
lovely, brilliant. I will see you all tomorrow, girls. Have a lovely afternoon in the sunshine, hopefully, and I'll see you soon. Bye.